Everyone thinks that becoming wealthy requires a massive inheritance, a genius-level IQ, or working 80 hours a week until you burn out. But that's not actually how it works. The real difference between the people who always seem to have money and the people who are constantly stressed about their bank account isn't how much they earn. It's how they spend 5 minutes of their day. You don't need to be a Wall Street trader or a math whiz to be ahead of 90% of your friends. You just need to change the way you interact with your money before it leaves your pocket. Today, I'm going to show you 5 simple 5-minute habits that the wealthy use to stay that way. These aren't complicated strategies, but they are things most people completely ignore. If you start doing these today, you'll stop feeling like your money is disappearing into a black hole. You'll feel in control, you'll see your savings grow, and honestly, you'll sleep a lot better at night. In this video, we're going to cover why looking rich is the fastest way to stay poor, how a simple 24-hour rule can save you thousands, and the one 5-minute ghost hunt you should do every single month. Stick around until the end because the 5th habit is the one that separates the fake rich from the truly wealthy. Let's dive in. 1. They hunt the ghosts. Here is the truth. Most people are losing a small fortune every month to things they don't even use. I call these ghost expenses. It's that streaming service you signed up for to watch one show 3 years ago. It's the gym membership for the gym you haven't visited since January. It's the premium version of an app that you forgot to cancel after the free trial. Wealthy-minded people spend 5 minutes a month hunting these ghosts. They open their banking app, scroll through the transactions, and look for anything recurring that doesn't add value to their life. It sounds small, right? $10 here, $15 there. But if you find $50 worth of ghosts a month, that's $600 a year. Over 10 years, with even basic interest, that's nearly $10,000. Smart people don't let their money leak. They treat every dollar like a soldier. If it's not out there fighting for them or making them happy, they stop sending it out. 2. They use the 24-hour buffer. We live in a world designed to make you click buy now. Marketing is literally engineered to bypass your brain and hit your emotions. You see a pair of shoes or a new gadget, your brain gets a hit of dopamine, and before you've even thought about it, the confirmation email is in your inbox. People who struggle with money react to their impulses. People who build wealth pause. They have a simple 5-minute rule. If it costs more than a certain amount, say $50, they have to wait 24 hours before buying it. In those 24 hours, the dopamine fades. You go from, I need this to be happy to, wait, I already have 3 pairs of black sneakers. That 5-minute delay is the difference between owning a pile of clutter and owning a growing investment account. Wealthy people realize that most needs are actually just temporary wants that disappear after a good night's sleep. 3. They know the difference between rich and wealthy. This is a mental shift that takes 5 minutes to learn, but a lifetime to master. Most people think being rich means having a fancy car, designer clothes, and a big house. But those are often just signs of someone who spent a lot of money, not someone who has money. Wealth is what you don't see. Wealth is the money in the bank, the investments growing, and the freedom to say no to a job you hate. Smart people spend 5 minutes whenever they feel the urge to show off, asking themselves a simple question. Am I buying this because I love it or because I want people to think I'm doing well? When you stop trying to look wealthy to people who aren't even paying attention, you suddenly have the money to actually become wealthy. Your friends might have the newest iPhone, but you have the peace of mind that comes from a 6-month emergency fund. Guess who's actually winning? 4. They automate the first slice. Most people wait until the end of the month to see what's left over to save. The problem? There's never anything left over. Life has a way of expanding to fit whatever money is available. If you have $500 in your checking account on Friday, by Monday, it's gone. Wealthy people spend 5 minutes one time setting up an automation. They pay themselves first. They set it so that the moment their paycheck hits, a small percentage, even just 5% or 10%, is automatically moved to a separate savings or investment account. They don't even see it. It's like a tax they pay to their future self. Because they never see the money, they don't miss it. They learn to live on the rest. 5 minutes of setup creates a wealth-building machine that runs while they sleep. If you're waiting until you have enough to save, you'll be waiting forever. Start small, but start automatically. 5. They audit their circle. This is the hardest one, but it's the most impactful. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If all your friends spend every weekend at expensive lunches, buying clothes they can't afford, and complaining about being broke, you will eventually do the same thing. It becomes your normal. Wealthy-minded people take 5 minutes to look at their social circle. They don't necessarily dump their friends, but they become aware of the spending peer pressure. They look for people who are one step ahead of them, people who talk about ideas, investments, and growth instead of just consumption. If you spend 5 minutes a day consuming content from people who understand money, like you're doing right now, you're already ahead. You start to pick up their language and their habits. Wealth isn't just about what's in your wallet, it's about what's in your head. Here's the big takeaway. Wealth isn't about a one-time lucky break. It's about the small choices you make every single day. It's about being more intentional than the average person. Most people will keep reacting to every sale, every impulse, and every social pressure. They'll keep wondering where their money went at the end of every month. But if you practice these 5 habits, hunting your ghost expenses, using the 24-hour rule, choosing wealth over looking rich, automating your savings, and being careful who you listen to, you are setting yourself up for a life of freedom. You don't need to change your whole life today. You just need to change how you spend 5 minutes. Pick one of these habits. Maybe today you go into your bank app and cancel those 2 subscriptions you don't use. Or maybe you commit to the 24-hour rule for the rest of the week. Just do one. One more thing. I've put together a summary of the key ideas we covered today so you can take a screenshot or write them down. First, hunt the ghost by canceling unused recurring subscriptions. Second, use the 24-hour buffer to stop impulsive spending. Third, remember that wealth is what you keep, while rich is often just what you spend. Fourth, automate the first slice so you pay your future self before anyone else. And fifth and finally, audit your circle to ensure your environment supports your financial goals. You learned a lot of stuff. Now stop and pause for the ultimate cheat sheet. All problems and solutions on your screen. You have 5 seconds to hit pause and take a screenshot. Now, this is your roadmap to success. So save it, do it, and thank me later. If this video resonated, hit like and share it with a friend who needs this advice. To keep growing and catch our next video, subscribe and join the family. We keep the advice practical and the delivery light. I release videos every week designed to give you the tools the 90% don't have. Join our community of people who are tired of just getting by and are ready to get ahead. Don't lose momentum. Apply these ideas now. To go deeper and unlock more secrets, keep binge watching. It's the quickest way to master these skills. Here's one last bonus wisdom before you start. Be kind to your past self. Forgive yesterday's mistakes. You didn't know what you know now. Embrace this growth to change your tomorrow. It's the ultimate cheat code for self-confidence. Remember, your potential is non-negotiable. I'll see you in the next video.